Welcome, welcome. Hello. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Yay. Hi, Anna. Hi, Phil. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Joe. How are you doing? Hi, JLC. Hi, Rachel. Oh my goodness, it's Tuesday. How is it only Tuesday? Actually, this is sort of the end of my work week, so it's like kind of like Friday. I'm heading to Nashville tomorrow to do a mastermind conference. I'm excited. Hey, Savvy Events, how are you? Thanks for all the hearts, you guys. Awesome. So this is good stuff. I got some really, really good stuff for you today. I would so appreciate and love, and it would mean so much to me if you would share this, because this is seriously good stuff. I just got off of a call with a styled brand call. Yay, Nashville. I just got off a styled brand group coaching call, and we talked about this, and it was such good stuff, and I thought I need to share this on Periscope, even though I kind of don't want to, because it's really, really good stuff. Yay, thanks Savvy for inviting followers. Thanks Sarah for sharing it on Twitter. I feel like I watched so many Periscopes recently with English people, and I'm like starting to change my accent, or Australian people. Yeah, I feel I'm like, Twitter, share it on Twitter. Anyways, okay, sorry, random. So if you guys don't know me, I'm Kathy Olson. I do custom websites and biz branding for amazing, amazing people. Love it. Been in business for been a graphic designer for 15 years, and been a designer for 7 years. Oh wow, thanks for all the sharing. Been a designer for my own business for 7 years. So I just love sharing everything I learned. I made so many mistakes along the way, and I don't want you guys to have to make them, so that's why I do this. This is why I scope. So the question that I received was, how do I make those amazing clients, those ones that are my favorite, how did I turn them into repeat clients? That's why you're awesome. What's why I'm awesome? What do you mean? Because I like sharing stuff? Because I'm an oversharer? But yeah, and I also teach e-courses, and I speak and stuff, but for the most part, Love Inspired is my jam. It's my business, and we have 4 of us, I guess, and we do amazing things. We do regular custom websites, but we also do membership sites and e-courses and all kinds of cool stuff. So enough about me. The topic of the day, like I said, is about favorite clients. So how do you get them to purchase, especially when you have a product that is kind of a one-off type of purchase. And so I have 3 tips for you today. My first tip for you, SEO, SEM. I'm not really going to talk about that, because this is kind of after they've already found you. This is kind of like how to get them to be repeat customers. So not actually really how to find customers, but actually how to get them to purchase from you after they've already purchased from you. So my first tip for you is to make the experience amazing, right? That is the number 1 tip I can give you. If you shut this Periscope off right now, make their experience amazing. That is the number 1 thing you can do. And if you are not sure how to do that, there's all these little pieces of the puzzle on how to do that. Yes, client experience is so important. Yeah, especially for repeats, especially for your favorites. You really want to take really good care of them. So there's a lot of pieces that go into making an experience really great. The Cliff Note version is really to look at the different pieces of the process and see how you can over deliver and how you can make it easy on them. Really think about those things that they're going to need before they even need them, anticipate their needs, and go over the next step before they even ask for them. And there's a lot of different ways to do this. If you want to learn more about this, I actually have a really quick self-study thing you can do on my website. It's actually on designlifeproject.com, but if you want to check that out, it's called Pretty Perfect Process. Have any of you guys taken that? It's really, really quick. You purchase it and it gets sent to you automatically, but you can go to prettyperfectprocess.com, and it goes over all the different things about how to make a client experience amazing. So I can't really cover that all in this one, but I just wanted to give you guys a resource. You probably can't. Can anyone type that in? Pretty Perfect Process. I would show you my notes, but you're not going to be able to read it. And otherwise, you can just go to my site, love-inspired.com, and then go to the blog, and you'll see Pretty Perfect Process there. The number 2 tip is to make a lasting connection with them. Yeah, almost, but with process. prettyperfectprocess.com. So make a lasting connection with them. Yeah, that's right. make sure they get your updates. So this is something that I have not been doing, and it's really dumb, and I can't believe haven't been doing this, but my current clients aren't even, a lot of them aren't on my newsletter list, and I never even thought of that before. You guys might have thought about this before, and it doesn't necessarily have to be in the way of newsletter, but make sure that you have a connection. Like, make sure they're following you on Instagram, or following you on Facebook, or following you on Twitter, or following you on Periscope, right? Make sure you have a way to actually connect with them so that you're not emailing people each time. I mean, it's kind of an obvious thing, but I didn't think about it for a long time, so maybe you haven't thought about it for a long time, but you want to make a lasting connection somehow. So you want to say, connect, like, and a way to do this without asking is you start following them. So if you start following them on Instagram and you start commenting on their posts, they're gonna, thanks so much for the hearts, they are going to automatically follow you back, usually. Thanks so much for the hearts, love that. They're gonna follow you back, right? So there's an easy way. You just kind of tit for tat, whatever. Like, you just start connecting with them, and they'll automatically connect with you. And then now you have a connection built for after the service is over, or after they bought your product, right? So now you're having this connection that they can hear. You have a platform to connect with them. So it's doesn't necessarily have to be your newsletter, but just as long as you have some sort of communication that you don't have to literally email them every time you have something new. So that's my second tip. And then my third tip is the Whopper. Okay, my third tip is the Whopper that we talked about in my coaching call. And it's actually a marketing term called next step offerings. Have you guys heard of this before? Next step offerings. And what it means is that, what it means is that you anticipate what the next step is for them and what they're going to need next. So if it's an informational product, after they use your product, what are they going to need next? What are they going to need to know next? If they use your service, what service are they going to need after they use your service? If it's a physical product, what products go with that? Like, what are some things that kind of you can sell alongside that? What are things that complement that? So you always want to be thinking about always the next step. What's the next step? What else are they going to need next? Before they even ask you for it, before they anticipate that need, you want to let them know that you have a next level thing already ready to go for them in each phase. So just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, right? You're doing them a favor, right? Like, you're not making it so they have to scramble around and look for something, but you're also working with them on developing and getting better. And now they already know you, they trust you, they like you, they love you, right? So they're going to want to stay with you. A lot of times my clients will be like, I'm so sad it's over. I'm so sad my site's up, in a way, because I'm sad it's over. Like, I had such fun in this process. So that's when we're like, okay, well, what's the next step? What's the next level? Loving this advice. Yay, I'm so glad you like it. Yeah, I kind of talked this out in the coaching call, so I have all these little teaching moments already. But yeah, like, what's that next step? What's that next level? How can you keep it going? And we also talked about in the call about how to figure out how to brainstorm these things. And so if you have a product, you can think about, so like we couldn't think of what it was called, but it's those like diagrams where it's like a brain map kind of thing where you're brainstorming, and so you have like this little thing in the middle, right? And it's like, so let's say like you make cards, like greeting cards. We were talking about that. If you design greeting cards, okay, so people that like greeting cards, they're going to need a really cool pen, right? So, okay, so can you sell a pen? And they're going to need a really cool envelope. So can you sell an envelope? And then they're going to need, I definitely haven't been doing that very well, but trying to improve. Yay, awesome. Yeah, it's all about improvement, right? Just don't feel bad about if you haven't done any of this stuff, right? And then maybe they need a stamp to go, and maybe they need, stickers and washi tape. So here's that one thing, and then here's all these branches of other things that they will need the next step, right? Maybe they'll need like custom postage or like all those things. So you just came up with, how many was that? Like 5 different product ideas, just branching off of one. And you can do that with services too. So I was saying, my example was, if you want to learn how to make passive income, so that's like an e-course, right? Passive income. And then off that branches how to actually make an e-course. And then off that could branch how to make a membership site. And then off that could branch, I don't know what could be coaching services maybe after they hire for that. So like, how can you kind of branch these things off? And so it's really easy to get these informations out really quickly if you're doing this, and say, what would all these people need? What are all the other services they're going to buy? Who are other vendors they might connect with? How can I connect with those vendors? And so it's called next step offerings, and that is a game changer for a lot of businesses, and it keeps them rotating. It keeps you working together. You guys have an awesome relationship. There's no reason to end it now, right? There's like, and like with photographers, we were saying this is a really good example. So when people get married, right, and then they have a trash the dress, right, and then they might have like family pictures for their first Christmas together, and then they have a baby, and then they have, you know, maternity pictures, and maybe birth pictures, and then they have family pictures for Christmas, and then maybe it's like the first birthday party and the second birthday party. I mean, like, there's all these things you can keep going and going and going and going, and just staying with those favorite clients. And they are not creative enough to think of these. You guys can't rely on your clients coming back to you and thinking of ways to work with you, because it just doesn't work that way. The burden is on you to tell them what they need, because they don't know what they need. They're not smart enough and not creative enough to know what they need. It's not that they're not smart enough. You know what I just realized? You know what's not smart enough? Is the fact that I keep forgetting to use this freaking mic. I've had this and I keep forgetting. I'm not used to it. Okay, I'll use it eventually. Yay, I'm so glad you guys like this information. So those are my 3 tips. If you guys are just joining, I'll recap real quickly, but watch the replay because I have really good information in here. The first tip to making your favorite clients be your repeat clients is to make the experience amazing. Make the experience amazing, okay? And that is in your process. So you're going to think about your process. And I talked about prettyperfectprocess.com if you guys want to check that out. Second thing is to make a lasting... Yay, you caught me live. Awesome. How are you? The second thing is to make a lasting connection. So connect with your clients some other way than just directly through email. So whether that be through email newsletter, through Instagram, through Facebook, through Twitter, through Periscope, connect with them. Make some sort of lasting connection so that you can keep this conversation going, so that they will know about when you have new stuff to offer them, right? That's like a really crucial part of it. And then the third one is next step offerings. So you have to imagine, what are those clients going to need for the next step? What are they going to need from you? What other products go around it? What other services are they going to need? How else can they hire you? You have to give them ideas about how they can hire you, and those are the things that you want to offer. And then of course it makes it really easy. We're doing a shop site right now where we're working on how all the products relate. So we're thinking about, okay, not necessarily just like what they would need, but things that go together. So if this top would really go with these bottoms or something, right? So like you can kind of think about making suggestions based on where people are at in business, or where they're at in their life, where they're at, like, you know, maybe they're moms or stay-at-home moms and eventually they want to do this. Like, just think about what are those levels, and you can just kind of grab their hands and say, let's go on this journey together, and I can give you every little piece along the way. Because why not? Why start over when we can go do this together, right? Oh, I feel like I talk so fast. I need some water. I'm so excited about this. So those are those 3 tips on getting repeat clients, but making your favorite clients your repeat clients, because there's no reason in like trying to find new clients when you have a pool of amazing people right there that already know you, already like you, already trust you. So hope that was helpful. I realized I totally forgot to talk about the Facebook group, so I gotta throw that in at the end. So glad you guys like this. Thanks so much for the hearts. You guys are amazing. Thanks so much for sharing this with your followers. I know it's a big deal, and I really appreciate it. If you guys want to learn more about scoping, or want to broadcast, or just want to talk to people who also love Periscope, check us out at inspiredscope.com. This is a free Facebook group. And then these are my saved scopes, so I'm definitely going to save this one. It's love-inspired.com/Periscope for my replays. And if you want to just check out my services, if you're in the market for branding, or for website, or for e-courses or membership sites, anything, check out love-inspired.com, and we can chat about making some awesome happen. All right, you guys have a lovely rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you guys later. I'll be scoping from Nashville, right? So I'll see you guys later. I'll see you on the other side. I'll see you not in California. I'll see you in Nashville. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. And if you have any questions, if you're on the replay, you can also tap for hearts. But also, if you're on the replay, and I know you can't actually talk to me, so tweet. You can do a really cool tweet thing, right? If you go to share, You go to swipe and you go share, and then you go share to Twitter, I think. A little thing will pop up. You can delete all that. Just copy it or whatever, select it all, delete it, and then put @loveinspired, and then ask your question and send it. You can send me a question through Twitter basically without ever having to leave the scope. It's a really cool way to, I've been meaning to tell you guys about that trick, but I keep forgetting. So if you want to connect with me and you're watching the replay, that's how to do it. If you missed anything, please, please, please just wait till I'm done and then hit the play button again to watch this replay, because there was really great information. Great thought for the replay. I love that. Yay! So excited. All right, guys. Love you, and I'll see you soon, okay? Bye.